On today's Live Daily News, a murder in North San Angelo, a family needs your help, and a look at the weather for the rest of the week. Plus, we take a look at the new line of prepared food from the Angry Cactus. All that plus more. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. But before we get to the news, South Plains Implement presents the October Closeout Sale. Unbeatable deals on John Deere compact and utility tractors. Save $1,500 on a select 1 to 3 series tractors, $2,000 off on select 4 series tractors, and a huge $3,000 off on selected 5E tractors. Better hurry though, because this offer is only good through October 27th. County restrictions do apply. Don't miss out on the October closeout savings. That's South Plains Implement in San Angelo off of US 67 North at 3993 Tractor Trail and at 18 more locations throughout West Texas and New Mexico. South Plains Implement, where farm meets family. Now, on to the news. We start the show today with news coming out of the north side of San Angelo. Early this morning, San Angelo police were dispatched to the intersection of 48th Street and Lake Drive for the report of an unconscious person. Once on the scene, officers discovered a male who was deceased. Police believe that this is a homicide and are actively searching for the individual or individuals responsible for the man's death. If you have any information, please contact the San Angelo police immediately. And that wasn't the only shooting in headlines today either. If you remember, about a month ago, San Angelo police worked a shooting at WW AFCO Steel. After a month, there are no arrests. As for the shooting victim, his family confirmed in a GoFundMe that he was shot in the head. He is still alive. The family is attempting to get back on its feet, as the victim is the father of 4 just trying to work on that weeknight. If you would like to help the family, go to the GoFundMe on San Angelo Live. And of course, if you have any information on the shooting, contact Concho Valley Crime Stoppers right now. And the crime segment for today just keeps going. This one wasn't a shooting, but rather a burglar attempting to steal a few guns in southwest San Angelo. According to the San Angelo Police Department, on Saturday night, a man later identified as 35-year-old Brady Brazil was spotted walking down Sunset Boulevard with what appeared to be multiple weapons. Police were able to stop Brazil and learned that those guns were in fact pellet guns. Police alleged that Brazil had stolen those guns from a nearby garage. Brazil was charged with that, along with giving police false information and unauthorized absence from a community correction facility. In other news, Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class Ethan Rodriguez of Wall is currently one of the 5,000 sailors on the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower carrier. Rodriguez is a 2020 graduate of Wall High School, currently an electrician's mate on the nuclear aircraft carrier. There is an in-depth article on San Angelo Live, but we want to thank you, Ethan, for your service. Moving on to weather, today is so nice outside with highs in the upper 80s. Those temperatures should be similar tomorrow with a bit of an uptick. Temperatures in the lower 90 degrees probably. Moving throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend, temperatures will be nice and cool. It's going to cool off a bit over the weekend. The highs will be in the 70s and there won't be a cloud in the sky. Temperatures at night will drop down into the 50s and maybe even into the upper 40s. Of course, come back every weekday for your weekend weather update. Finally, in sports, the Lakeview Chiefs have the toughest test of the season this Friday, going against the 9th-ranked Brownwood Lions. Do they have a chance? Ryan Chadwick caught up with head coach Hector Guevara, who is convinced they do. Before we get to that, though, here's a quick message from the Bass Bunch.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy, free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
The Lakeview Chiefs fell at the hands of a talented Andrew squad at San Angelo Stadium last Friday. The road doesn't get any easier as this week the Chiefs traveled to Brownwood to face the top 10 state-ranked Lions. Head coach Guevara held his weekly press conference at Lakeview High School on Tuesday to talk about the loss to Andrews and how he plans on slowing down the Lions. Let's take a look.
Coach, if you can just start with a overall comment about the game versus Andrews, talk about the
well, not much good. We didn't play very well. It's like I said last week. It's new offense for the kids. I've been around it for a bit, but you don't see it every week in, week out. It's something new for the kids, and it was a lot of getting adjusted to. So unfortunately, we got behind the 8 ball too fast. We couldn't recover. We played better towards the end of as the game went on, but the game was out of reach.
That is something that I noticed towards the end of the first half. That's when your defense really started slowing them down a bit, and you actually started getting some of that offensive production. Michael Durant had another big game. He had that catch and run that went for like 55 yards and a touchdown. Is that something that y'all can build off of, especially going into a team as talented as Brownwood?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to get some of those big plays, but we got to get some of those short yardage plays in between and just move the ball, sustain some of those drives and put some points on the board.
How are y'all focusing on not letting the athletes get in their head and really just turn their attention to the next week and go?
It's hard. It's hard. At a young age, you see. I mean, social media. They know who they're playing. We're up against Brownwood, and they'll be tough and well coached, and have a lot of good athletes on the team. But the kids bounce back, and they know. And they see that as a challenge, and they're going to go give it their best shot and just go play Friday.
Now that district plays here and you know the type of teams that you're going up against, are there just things that you're changing around offensively?
No, I mean, by now, we should be, we shouldn't change too much. Unfortunately, the only things we're changing is athletes. I mean, we had some injuries here and there and, some bruises here and there. So that's the only thing that changes down this time of the season.
What's the message to the guys going on a tough game on the road? I know that stadium in Brownwood gets super packed. Is there anything special that y'all say to them or work on to deal with some of that?
No, and you just, we can say a lot of things. You're not going to experience it until you get there. And our kids, they're playing some good teams, and we just go out there and, give them our best shot.
I know you talk about each week your team does what the Chiefs football does, but what are some things of that Brownwood team that y'all are kind of focusing on so y'all can stop Friday night?
Man, you can take your pick. They're strong at every point. Running back, receivers, their alignment are strong, big. So I mean, we just got to stay sound, and we got to take care of what we can offensively, and then defensively. Hopefully, we could stop some drives. I mean, we know they're going to score, so we got to go out there and hopefully put some points on the board and challenge them.
Is one of the things that y'all are looking to do next week is establish that run game early, kind of control time of possession, try to keep their explosive offense off the field?
Yeah, it's just the stay drives. I mean, that's important. Every game. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that early on in the game. We got to start early, and hopefully we can do that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
The Chiefs play another district game this Friday on the road against the Brownwood Lions. Kickoff is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. And of course, for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Ew, that's so gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
All right, welcome back to the show. It is another month here with the Angry Cactus owner, Tim Condon. We always bring him on to make us some cool stuff. Today we're going to switch it up. We're not going to be making any food. We're going to be making a really cool drink. So tell me how to make the best Bloody Mary in San Angelo.
Well, the best Bloody Mary obviously starts with the best ingredients for garnish. I think that's one of those things that, the Bloody Mary's great, but really, what do you get a snack on the side, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a big pickle fan, My doctor says stay away from the sodium, but I can't help myself with pickles, with pickled green beans, olives, all the good stuff. And so that's what we have here today. And at Angry Cactus, we are featuring a new retail program. So we have hot sauces, we have jams, we have jellies, we have pickles, all kinds of things. I'll just kind of run down some of the things that we have here.
You got some of them here today. Let's talk about them. Let's start over there with things that look kind of weird. Maybe some people are like, are those eyeballs at the end? No. Tim, tell them what they are.
Exactly. So we've got this really beautiful pickled quail eggs. It's got a little bit of jalapenos, a little bit spicy, but it's great for a Bloody Mary, and then just a fantastic item for.
We're talking about a real like a quail egg.
Absolutely. You want to try one?
Yeah.
They're absolutely delicious. So quail eggs, they have a little bit more yolk than a chicken egg from a ratio perspective, but they're very, very good. And if you've ever had
a deviled egg,
exactly like a deviled egg with lots of pickles in there.
Spicy.
Exactly. Spicy. We like spice, right? You know, the Angry Cactus is not a mild type of place, right?
All right. Moving down.
And then, so we've got also 2 kinds of olives, one stuffed with jalapenos and one stuffed with blue cheese. We do an amazing pickled green bean.
Pickled green beans.
And it's a little spicy also. It's got a little bit of chili pepper. We've got this beautiful sweet and kind of spicy carrot. It's a pickled carrot stick. We do an amazing okra, slightly spicy as well. And then I love corn. I'm from Nebraska, so we do a pickled sweet corn as well.
Pickled sweet corn.
You got to try one of those. So that's like a bread and butter style pickle, but it's a corn. It's an ear of baby corn. So it's going to have that much sweeter flavor. And we really like that, kind of mixing up a little sweet with a little spicy.
Yeah, the spice definitely kicks it in there, too.
Exactly.
Moving on here.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to get into our Bloody Mary stuff. The Bloody Mary mix, you guys make that in-house as well.
Yeah, so we have a Bloody Mary. This is our top shelf Bloody Mary we're starting to sell. And it's my favorite recipe that we do. And that's what we're going to make today with all these garnishes. Of course, we're going to add a little bit of our hot sauce. We've got this beautiful... this is my Big Red hot sauce. This is our original hot sauce, kind of like a Mexican style.
Okay.
And then we're also carrying these rocks cocktail kits, which are really cool.
These are what I'm really interested in. I know this one's a Bloody Mary, but you said you have a couple more flavors. I know in the past we had you on. You made that hibiscus drink for us. Yeah. You have that, but even you have some margaritas. Just tell us all the different kind of flavors you have of these drink ready.
Well, these rocks kits.
Mixes.
These rocks kits are really cool. It's just to add your own alcohol. So like for a Bloody Mary, we're adding vodka. For a gin and tonic, we're adding gin. For a margarita, we're adding tequila. But they have dehydrated citrus or whatever the drink would be made of. So in this case, it's Bloody Mary. So it's got dehydrated jalapenos, dehydrated onions, dehydrated chilies, black pepper, garlic, things of that. And so when you add the liquor, it rehydrates and kind of emulsifies.
So when you get this, it doesn't come with all this liquid. Like everyone sees it right now. It comes dry, and it's just at the very bottom. You fill it up, fill with it whatever your liquor of choice. I guess if you get the margarita, you put tequila, those kinds of things. But for here, we're doing vodka.
Exactly. And so that's what I prefer in my Bloody Marys, and that's what we're doing. And then of course, on the rim, we've got this beautiful seasoning. This is my new fire salt.
Cool.
So we've got 5 different flavors of seasonings down at Angry Cactus that you can take home and buy, as well as I think we've got about 7 different hot sauces to choose from as well.
So
that's what we're gonna do, is make a great Bloody Mary with that.
All right, let's not talk about it. Let's get right into it.
All right.
So I see you already. What do you? Is this just a paper towel?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna moisten the rim a little bit, and then we're gonna put our fire salt on the edge. Just a nice little portion of that.
Heard.
And of course, I'm gonna fill this up with ice, and you can kind of smell the heat from that fire salt. Like it's making me kind of want to sneeze a little.
Yeah, you definitely can feel it in the back of your throat just by being right here. Use with caution, folks. It is fire salt for a reason.
Fire salt. Woo!
You can see us here. So this is Bloody Mary is one of those cocktails. You want to add the ice in before and then make the drink all together and then add it back in, right?
Exactly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pour a little bit of our liquor right in there, and it's got all these goodies in there.
What kind of the stuff's in there?
Yeah, so we've got some dehydrated tomatoes, some dehydrated chili peppers, onions, a little bit of celery as well. So it's just all those flavors that you're looking for.
Yeah, really savory flavors for a Bloody Mary. That's what you want, especially when it's Sunday morning brunch at the Angry Cactus.
Exactly.
You want to kind of wake up a little bit there to get you started.
And then we're just going to go ahead and take our top shelf Bloody Mary mix.
Anything special in there that you wouldn't get in a normal Bloody Mary in y'all's mix?
Well, we do our house steak sauce that we make. We do a hot sauce, and we do a couple other ingredients that are proprietary.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we got our vodka in there. We got our Bloody Mary in there. What's step number 2?
All right, so then we're just going to kind of move that around, and we're going to pour a little bit of that over the top.
Ooh. Looks great.
And of course, the best part of the Bloody Mary, and we're going to just kind of try to get all that filtered out.
Perfect. Let's move these here in the front here. So
exactly. So the best part is the garnish. And so the beautiful part of that is we got these nice skewers that we talked about, all the good stuff. We're just going to pop that right in there.
We lost a green bean.
We did lose a green bean.
It's okay. Here, we'll throw the green bean on top and make it look pretty.
And it's a simple Bloody Mary with all the goodies. And I did forget to bring straws for the second time, but that's okay. I'm a chef, not a bartender.
Hey, but if you have a straw, you're not going to be able to taste all that
salt.
The
right?
salt, yeah. What is that? The heat salt.
The heat, the
fire salt. Fire salt, yeah. Sorry.
And it should be a great mix.
Let's try it.
So the thing about a Bloody Mary is it's got to be balanced. A lot of people make Bloody Marys and they're not balanced, right?
They're over tomato usually.
Exactly.
This one is not over tomato, and I'll tell you folks, I'll be completely honest with you. Not a big Bloody Mary fan right here. This is way better than any Bloody Mary I've ever had because you're not getting over. I'm not drinking a B8 juice.
Yeah.
This is legit, man.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It really is one of those drinks where it's all about balance. So we balance with acidity from tomato, from lemon, from lime. We do a lot of citrus in our Bloody Mary. But then we also balance with the heat. How much hot sauce are you going to put in? How much of the sodium are you going to put in? You know, we use a little bit of our steak seasoning.
Okay.
As well as like a fajita seasoning to kind of flavor that tomato juice.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what we're after on the perfect balance of a Bloody Mary. And I love a Bloody Mary. I used to never like tomato as a kid, but I can drink a Bloody Mary as an adult
all day long. There you go. I'm in. And then, of course, we get into the little snacks there.
Yeah.
First thing I pull off is that carrot. That carrot changes big time when you put it in the Bloody Mary. When you take it out of that, it's one way. Take it out of this Bloody Mary, it's a whole nother ball game.
Exactly.
That's a good way. I mean, sometimes you go and you get a Bloody Mary and all the stuff's usually on the top, not actually down deep in there. When you get in these skewers, you can go down here like this quail egg right there is soaked in that Bloody Mary mix.
Exactly. And if you have a really nice balanced Bloody Mary, all of the condiments should complement it. And that's kind of what we're trying to achieve. So we're going to start working. We're going to have a new Bloody Mary coming out next month.
Okay.
It's going to be called the Dirty Cowgirl. And it's going to have all these ingredients with a few pickles and some other things that we're going to throw on the side as well. So it's going to be one of our new items for the fall.
All right, sounds good. So, also, Tim, go ahead and tell them where they can, how they can get all these ingredients, because now these are all for sale at Angry Cactus.
Yep, we have everything for sale, along with some cookbooks, some T-shirts, and of course these awesome hats that I'm wearing. But of course, we've got our hot sauces and seasonings. So we're really trying to we call it the Angry Cactus General Store. We're going to have a market full of all these products, and we'd love to share them with everyone.
Well, I will say, Angry Cactus is one of the best places you can eat in town. And now with you guys doing this, you get to have a little bit at home.
Yep, exactly. And you can make these Bloody Marys anytime at home. And I think that's what we're really trying to achieve is create that Angry Cactus quality Bloody Mary, but in your own home. And this is one way to do it.
All right. This has been Tim Condon with the Angry Cactus, making some probably the best Bloody Marys in town. Go get yours today, of course, down there. One Concho?
Yeah, One West Concho.
One West Concho. Go down there today. Tim, thanks for coming.
Cheers.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
And that's it for news, weather, and sports today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for more. For the team here at San Angelo Live, I'm Yantis Green.